Game of the week. Jeff Porsche with you here at the Gold Dome at Sanama. And we're back to basketball as we are headed to the end of the regular season, about to get to the playoffs in Ascension Parish. And I'm Jeff Porsche, and SWAC's going to be out here in just a moment as we're going to get the big rivalry game, East Ascension versus Sanama. And so they're doing the shirt off our back for the teachers at Sanama, but we'll take a break right now. As you see some of the players getting and giving their shirts off their backs to some of their teachers. But we're going to take a break right now, and we'll come back to the beginning of the game in just a moment. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
New Sierra, 10,000 off. New Encore, $17,998. It's on right now at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save on New Sierra, 10,000 off. Or New Encore, now only $17,998 at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, 10,000 off. New Encore, $17,998. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
Hi, we are live with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
The reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Tata Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Tata Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Tata Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Back to the Gold Dome, Sanama High School. Jeff Porsche and Coach SWAC out here for East Ascension versus Sanama boys basketball. Haven't done boys basketball in a while, several weeks, but if you were wondering where we were, or you thought that the broadcast was going to be missing or anything like that, we're running a little behind. The JV game started a little late, and so the game just ended, and we're in our countdown right now. You see 8:25 on the clock So we are close to getting ready. In the JV game, Sanamaw defeated East Ascension by a score of 69-35. But we're just getting back into district play, and we're at the end of district play, but this is only the third district game for East Ascension. It's only the second for Sanamaw, and that's because of all the COVID issues that everybody's been having here in the parish. It's just going to have basketball again.
No doubt about that, Jeff. It seems like if you're a Sanamaw basketball player or fan, coach, or East Ascension, it's like been forever since you played. And then all of a sudden this week, everybody's trying to make up games, whether they be a district game or just a game in general, trying to increase their little power rankings. We'll go through some of that a little later on in the broadcast. But, I'm sure a lot of these coaches and players are just excited to get back on the playing field. East Ascension is going to be minus one big guy, that's for sure, Tyler Turner. He's going to be out tonight to coach. And, of course, Travis Usey. You look at these guys' records. Coach Turner's just been in here, a 40-28 record, playing a lot of really good teams. Travis Usey, who once was assistant at East Ascension, nice record right there, 153 and 97. You could see they played earlier, about a month ago. East Ascension, pretty big winner by 21, 57-36. And as you can see, your leading scorers, Troy Dunn, you might have remembered him, quarterback. Treon Delmore had 11. Trace Forbes, just a junior. Jacoby Singleton, were your leading scorers for Sanamaw. So, big game, not just because it's district game, but it's EA Sanamaw game. It doesn't matter, Jeff, you playing tiddlywinks, hopscotch, football, or whatever. It's always a big game for these two teams.
And you see that they played earlier in the season, and if you don't follow too closely, that was not a district game. So this is their first head-to-head district game. Sanamaw's only played that one district game that we talked about earlier, and that was at Woodlawn. They lost 54-47. Earlier this week, East Ascension got to play Dutchtown, and they won 70-60. But earlier, before the quarantine, they played Catholic High. They lost 53-47. So they are looking to kind of get back on track. They were able to get back on track Tuesday night with the win in district play against Dutchtown. Right now, they're half a game behind McKinley, who's 2-1 in district. Catholic High leads the district at 2-0. And we'll
nobody with
later.
A great, outstanding overall record with Catholic, 15-8. But, they're undefeated in district at 2-0. East Ascension, 11-10. Not a great record, playing a lot of good teams.
There you go.
And here we go in Sanamaw, 19-5. Very good record. Probably trying to get games. The big thing that people have to understand, when a game gets canceled because another team can't play because of the virus, you are trying to pick up anybody you possibly can. And usually you're saying things like home or away, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And they have been hundreds of high school basketball games in Louisiana that have had to be canceled or postponed this year. And you see McKinley and Woodlawn. Woodlawn, boy, they say they really look good. The other night, physically, 16-5 record. Dutchtown having a little bit slumber year, but still 8-10 on the year, 0-2 in district play.
And this game is really important because you see the records, and Sanamaw needs to get a win in district. You don't want to see the 0 at the end of the district season, but even though it's not really the typical high school basketball season, but right now it's a situation where it could be looking at seeding issues and potential home first-round games, because when you look at the power rankings, you have you have East Ascension at 13 and Santamon at 16. Santamon loses tonight. They are in jeopardy of falling into the lower half of the bracket and then traveling on the road in the first round. East Ascension, with a win, could pretty much cement a home game for the postseason. And then you got the usual teams like Natchitoches Central. They always seem to be near the top, and Bonneville High and all that type of stuff too.
Well, Natchitoches Central is known for very good basketball, girls and boys. West Monroe is known for a lot of good things. Zachary, they are becoming one of your strong leaders with athletic program in South Louisiana and even in Louisiana. New Iberia over the years has had a variety of very good teams, and then they kind of went down a little bit. Bonneville's had an up and down year. East Ascension and Santamon. Now, next week, Jeff, on Monday, they're going to do the drawing and see who's your seeded teams for the girls.
Right.
And the end of next week are going to be your first round of the girls' playoffs, and then next week's going to be your last week of the boys' regular season, and then the following week, 1 week behind the girls, is going to be the playoff for the boys. So going to be interesting. And look, let me just tell you, there's not any cancellations or postponement in the playoffs. You will have to forfeit the game, and that's not going to be a good situation for any team.
And so when you look at what we're going to be covering in the upcoming games of the week, we are planning to cover girls basketball next week and then go to the boys after that. Right now we're most likely looking at Santamon with the possibility of the girls team hosting a first-round game. So that's quite possibly where we will be next week. And then the week after that we may be here again, but it's also likely that East Ascension will be getting a home game. So we will find out very soon. And you see the teams heading to their benches. We're about to get the starting lineups. We're about it says minute 15 on the clock right now, so we're just about ready to get this thing started, Swack.
And here you see your replays right there. Basically nothing's changed with that, whether you Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday replays. And you can also listen, tell us about the live broadcasts.
Right, we will be live streaming on YouTube, of course, the night of the game, and we plan on getting those out. And you can go to YouTube and search for ETEL Game of the Week, and the games will be listed there, as well as broadcasts, replays of other games. And we're about to get to the national anthem, so we're going to go to the natural sound here. And there's the national anthem, so we are momentarily going to start. Let's take a look at the starting lineups while we have a chance. Let's look at East Ascension's starting lineup, and they're going to go with number 3, Nadarius Walker. He's a sophomore. And then you got the juniors. After that, you have Keith Thomas, junior, You have Trayon Delmore, number 12, and he is an exciting player to watch. And Jaquel Mack, a junior, and Troy Dunn, who is also a junior. So this is a young team, but still having a good season. And they're going to be without Coach Turner tonight, as Swacker mentioned. He's quarantined right now, so he is unable to be out here. So they're introducing all of the starting lineups right now. Swack, you want to take care of the Santa Maw
If we
boys?
could go to the Santa Maw starters. Coach Travis Uzzi in his 8th year, 153 and 97. And Latavian Crockett, sophomore. Trace Forbes, a junior, you big guy. Braden Kruger as junior. Outside shooter, Jacoby Singleton, a senior. And Jaleel Esther, another big man, just a junior. Going to be starters for Santa Maw.
So 2 young lineups, 10 starters and only 1 starter on both sides is a senior. So both of these teams are young and coming back. You see the starters down in the corner here as the Santa Maw players are being introduced, but we are just a couple of moments away from the opening tip-off, and it's always fun to have a rivalry game, and this is their first meeting of the season. So they've not only are we getting to the end of the season where it's crunch time and seeding implications on the line, but you got the big rivalry game as well.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to get too worked up about getting your kids fired up when it's an East Ascension Santa Maw game.
You're right.
You know, they have that figured out. I mean, they've been playing against these kids, with these kids, and if you spring out and you play some other sports, you know, you might play baseball, basketball, football, all types of things, and you might even have some kids related out here. And so it's always a fun game. You got a 3-man crew right here out of the Baton Rouge Association.
And the jump is still fought, and we're going to have a tie ball. And so it's going to go in the direction of the Gators, I believe. Or we're going to have another jump.
This is a rarity right here.
Yeah, you had the initial jump between.
You know, if you could have said somebody had the ball, but it was too close and you had a tie-up. So here we go. We're going to re-jump for the 2 guys that were involved in it.
This is Mack and Singleton, and the Spartans get it.
Spartans got a gray uniforms here.
Yeah. And a steal, and Santa Maw has it.
And Crockett coming down at the point guard. East Ascension looks like they're in a little zone.
And a long 3 is no good, and rebound goes to East Ascension. And a drive into the lane, off-balance jumper.
I think that was a very good call by the official right there.
A charge called against Keith Thomas.
Well, you have one official called traveling, the other one called a charge. Not sure. Which one did they go with?
So long 3 and no good. Long 3 from Forbes and a miss. And now here come the Spartans. And pass down low and a shot blocked, but a foul. And so Esther will commit the foul, and Jaquel Mack will go to the line with 7-10
Boy, you can see Esther just tried to slip right by him, and part of his body got on that shooter, going to the line for 2. Santa Maw's come out with these long 3-pointers, and nothing has gone down just yet.
No, and the miss on the free throw from Jaquel Mack, and it's still no score. Second free throw coming for the Spartans. And it's good, and they draw first blood, 1-0. And now Crockett will take it across the court. And he'll run the show for Santa Maw. Gets it over to Kruger, as you call him, Kruger. And the pass to Forbes, and he goes right and shoots the 3. No good. And the rebound goes to Delmore for the Spartans. He's a great jumper and a good rebounder. A nice move, but a travel.
That looked like a little LeBron James move right there.
Right, it probably would have
nice little move to the goal, maybe a step too many.
But that probably would have counted in the NBA. They don't call traveling in the NBA.
Let's see if Santa Maw maybe could work this thing around and get a little closer shot than this three-pointer.
And now you have the drive by Kuriger. And the long three, way off. And a fight for the rebound. Miss from Esther. And here comes Troy Dunn for the Spartans. Walker up top. Now back to Dunn for three. No good. Threes are just missing everywhere. And now you have a drive into the lane and a block, but a foul. Oh, it's a tie ball. They're calling
Jump
it a tie ball.
Probably a good call by the official right there.
I believe Sanoma will get possession right there. So, yes. So, Sanoma will throw it in. Kuriger. And an errant pass and a fast break. Delmore has it in the lane. Nice pass. And a layup from Nadarius Walker.
Well, Delmore, nice job of getting that ball to the open guy for the easy layup. Just looks like pregame practice right there.
Exactly. 3-0 early on. Kuriger. Pass down low to Esther, and he lays it in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Excuse me,
Jeff.
that's Singleton. Singleton,
Nothing wrong with that one right
No, that's
there.
a beautiful assist. I know.
That does count. I know it's a little bit closer to that three-point line, but you got two out of that.
So nice pass, and you call him Kruger from your Central days.
I tell you what, I love the kid. Galvez days.
Oh, Galvez, excuse me, yes. And the shot no good, and a rebound goes to Singleton, and he kicks it out right to Esther for three. Good! And the Gators take the lead.
I believe that's Esther's first try at the three-point line. Maybe Esther's your guy.
Oh, and there's an errant pass. Thomas trying to get it back to Delmore. Delmore was not looking. It goes into the stands. See, behind his back, kind of caught off guard by the pass. And now Crockett takes over for Sanoma.
There he is again.
Another pass, and he passes it up this time. Down low to Singleton, down to Forbes, and it's good. And a three-point opportunity.
Forbes right there didn't square the shoulders up, but, man, got a nice look at the little three-footer right there, able to go in and shooting one, try to make this the best way you can make that three-point play right there, Coach. There it is.
And they must have been confident because they didn't have anybody back to get the rebound as they set up on defense. And it's 8-3. Sanoma with the lead.
Trace Forbes, outstanding athlete.
Yes. Now you see Delmore up top. Now to go left, and a three-pointer, no good, and a rebound goes to Forbes. Missed by
right
Troy
there,
Dunn.
cleaning that, get that ball at the top of that rebound.
Troy Dunn with the miss. Crockett will take it. Now right side to Esther. Esther stops at the perimeter, passes it right. Now Esther has it again. And a long three, NBA three, no good. Long rebound goes to Mack, but an errant pass and a steal and a shot, no good. And they're going to call it travel. Overruled. I believe they were about to call a block against the Spartans, but the official comes from behind and rules it a travel.
Sometimes when you're trying to make that little fake, you got a little shuffle in there.
And now here's Delmore trying the right side. He's trapped. Now he'll throw up a desperation shot, and it's good.
Delmore said, I should have got one on that, but I'm not sure you get rewarded. But on that crazy shot with three Gators around him, but it was able to go in.
And so it's 8-5. And now here's Kuriger, and the long three is no good on the right side from Forbes. And now here come the Spartans. And the pass, and then the drive, and a block. And he stepped on the line, and it's going to go off of Sanoma. I believe they're calling it off of Sanoma.
Well, you got off the
or did they call the foul?
No, we got a technical, a double technical here on two players that were kind of doing a little talking after the block shot. That technical is going to also count as a team foul and a personal foul.
So Coach Uzzi talking it over with the officials, making sure he gets the right interpretation. And they're going to throw it in down low.
Great example right there. You got one guy calling the foul, the other guys, the other two officials watching the other 8 players on the floor. And nice job of making sure right here early in this game we don't need any extracurricular activity here, guys.
Now drive on the right side. Now to pass up top to Walker. Walker to Delmore. Shoots from the free throw line. Good.
Boy, Delmore, nice. Did he get 1 point or 2 points there? Because that was right on that free throw line.
Right.
Great job right there, bringing it in off of that 3-point shot.
Yeah.
By Delmore.
So a trap and a steal, and here comes Dunn. Drives the lane and a nice layup, and
Dunn,
they take the lead.
Outstanding job on the trap. And then the best thing that I liked about Dunn right there, Coach, is that, whoa.
And the travel.
But Dunn, what he did is, instead of going into the layup off the left side, he went underneath and got that rim to protect his shot. And you can see right there, Krug tried to make a move before turning around and was able to walk right there at a turnover.
And now East Ascension with the lead, and here's Delmore, and he has been their high scorer, and he's trying again, and this time no good. Long rebound goes to Crockett for Santamon. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter.
So a nice little game. It started off to see if we could give points to people that.
And a shot, and it's good. That's the second time that Forbes goes down into the lane and gets points and the foul. So another 3-point opportunity for Trace Forbes Jr.
A lot of missed shots early. And if you noticed, still got some outside shots by both teams, but both teams are trying to put a little pressure defensively and work the ball in the middle right here for a little closer shot.
And Santamon retakes the lead 11-9. Substitution, Merrick Richardson. He's in for Kuriger, number 22 for Santamon. Now left perimeter.
Richardson, always a nice shot from the outside.
Now Walker gets it over to Dunn. Back to Walker. Back to Dunn. NBA three-pointer, no good. Long rebound goes to Santamon. That's Trace Forbes. And so they have a chance to extend their lead.
Well, the three-point shot won't kill you if you block out and you rebound a missed shot. The only way it'll kill you is if they make it or you give them multiple tries.
You're right. Baseline drive and a charge. And so the offensive foul called against Jaleel Esther.
Esther right there trying to drive that baseline. East Ascension, outstanding job on that man-to-man defense on that baseline.
So now here come the Spartans trying to tie or take the lead. This is Walker. Thomas.
Little motion offense against the zone defense.
Now left side, and the pass down low from Dunn to Walker.
Dunn looked like he was on the 35-yard line right there and had a nice little toss into the end zone.
Little shuffle pass to the fullback right there. And a whistle and a travel. And so Richardson has a little trouble with the pressure. And now more substitutions coming in. Austin Carpenter for Santamon. He'll check in. And pass goes into Delmore, and East Ascension will set up.
They're doing an outstanding job of moving this ball around.
Baseline penetration, tried to slam it from about 5 feet away and just too far away.
I think LeBron might have had trouble on that one.
Yeah, almost looked a little premature there on the excitement. Now the right side and a long three, good!
Crockett says, I finally made one right here. All right.
And now we have a whistle. And he stepped on the line as
tried to drive on that sideline, stepped out of bounds here with 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
So you see a nice shot of that NBA range.
And remember, Gators lose by 21 1 month ago.
And so they've had a lot of time to think about that because they haven't been playing basketball very much.
Coach Uzi says, stay out here, Crockett. We only want one shot. Everybody else spread out.
So you see the game clock on the bottom right there, about 6 seconds. And now they're going to have to do something. Crockett, long three, short, and no good. And
no problems right there, though, Jeff, because you got the last shot. East Ascension didn't get the last shot, just didn't go in.
And so 14-11 at the end of the first. We'll take a break. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustace Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
Second quarter about to begin, 14-11. Sanamaw lead, went back and forth a couple of times. A long three from Crockett is the reason why we got the lead, and love those shots on the sideline there for the East Ascension side as Coach taking care of business right there.
Well, Nolan, they finally found a spot for him on that camera. They told him, work in the concession stand. Find anything you can, Nolan.
And he's got some great intimate shots from the floor. And we love having him out here. And now,
always trying to make this broadcast a little better, doing an outstanding job right here.
Absolutely. And so East Ascension trails by 3. And you have Dunn and Walker up top, back to Dunn. And about a 17-footer, no good. Offensive rebound and missed by Mack and blocked. And here come the Gators. And driving, going all the way through and trying to slam, no good. And a rebound, and now here comes Delmore. And he kind of loses the handle for a second and just lays it in.
That was quick.
Make
right
that
there.
Make that Keith Thomas with the layup.
Well, look, East Ascension's going to have a little half to 3/4 court press right here, trying to double team the ball.
14-13 is our score. And a long NBA three, no good. Long rebound goes to Delmore.
I think we need to work it in a little bit closer than that.
Right. He did make one of them earlier, but he's missed 2 in a row now. And a whistle and a charge as it looked like number 22, Richardson, on the ground.
Merrick, outstanding job right there. That's not a fun thing to do, Jeff, to stand there and let an athlete just run right slap over you after they had that big charge to the goal right there. Good job there, Rich.
First substitutions on the East Ascension side is they're going to go full court pressure. Cameron Williams checks in, 0, and Talikis Irvin, number 10. And now the fast break and a shot up, no good. And a rebound, but it goes out of bounds and off of a Sanamaw player who had a foot out of bounds. Number 44, Austin Carpenter, was out.
So let's see how this press works.
Drive on the baseline and an off-balance shot, no good by Delmore, and a fight for it. I believe that's going to go to East Ascension, yes. It looked like number 12, Kobe Esther, was fighting for it but could not get it. Kobe Esther just coming into the game as well.
Sanamaw, that little, it's like a little 2-1-2.
So right baseline, that's Irvin down low. He has it right now.
Trying to work that ball around.
Gets it to Walker. Now the left baseline to Delmore. He goes up top. They're slowing it down a little bit. Setting up, passing around the perimeter. And now the long shot by Irvin. No good. Rebound goes to Singleton. 6:10 left to go before halftime. 14-13. And now Crockett will pass it right. Here's Carpenter. Baseline.
Got a chance down low right there.
And now the long three from Esther. Good!
Esther's found him a home over there.
As that is Colby Esther Jr. into the game. And we have a travel. And a turnover for East Ascension. As
Kruger back in the game. Boy, the Gators are fired up.
And we have a timeout called by East Ascension. And we'll take a short break. 17-13 is our score. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustace Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
Back to the Gold Dome and East Ascension trailing.
And you can see Jeff right off the bat. EA backs off out of the press.
Yes, they did.
Not a failure of the press. I don't think Sandomal ever scored off the press, but maybe they just want to run it in a full court version right there.
Right. Kurger with the pass in the lane to Singleton. Now Crockett will set up. Now the right side to Esther. This is Colby Esther. Kurger on the right, perimeter. Skip pass.
Can't throw that ball across the floor, that zone defense.
1-on-3 and nearly hitting the ground, and we have a whistle and a foul. I believe the foul's going to be called against the Gators.
Was he shooting or not?
I don't believe 12 is
good call by the
they're
official.
Calling the foul on Colby Esther. So it'll be on the floor.
East Ascension with a throw in. Work the ball around.
Now Walker up top, left side to Irvin. And now Williams with a long three, no good off the backboard. And a nice strip, and it goes out of bounds off of Delmore.
Boy, nice job with a little tap right there off of Delmore's knee.
You're right.
All right, here's your trap right here.
So we'll see. They were able to get a turnover a couple of times, but Kurger breaks it. And now here comes Esther. Back to Kurger. They were looking for a travel right there. Did not
I was
get
looking
it.
for
But
travel.
There's the travel.
The next official says, don't even come close to traveling. I'm going to call traveling.
Right, and they did. That was the second time they caught him.
I tell you what, I'm highly impressed with the officials. Three-man crew's doing an outstanding job here.
Yes, they are. They're communicating very well out there. And nice move, but no good as Delmore misses the layup. And now Esther in a reach, and looked like he got most of the ball, but they're going to call a foul, I believe.
I think, basically a lot of arm and hand contact right there.
Right.
And, sometimes I hate to even say this, Jeff, sometimes when it looks like a foul, you just call a foul.
Right.
May not be one, though.
Cameron Williams guilty of the foul, and now we're going to have Keith Thomas checking in for Nadarius Walker. Kurger's going to throw it in. They try the little lob down low, but it is stolen. And now here comes Walker, one-on-one, and a push and a charge. And he led with that shoulder. He took his shoulder into the chest right there.
These guys are good. I'm just telling you. I'm impressed with that call right there.
You can see it right there. He took his right shoulder right into the chest.
I mean, all you can do is play. You're in charge of a certain area on the floor that you maintain. And that shoulder went straight into the chest of the Sandomal defender.
And they are able to break the press. Singleton with the pass, and down to Singleton for the layup. Nice assist there by 14 Forbes.
Forbes basically probably could have shot something that might or might not went in. Had the easy layup right there.
And the shot no good, and it's off of the head of Kalikis Irvin. And
so the Gators are getting some nice opportunities.
Yes.
But this is going to be interesting. Now you see East Ascension back out of the press.
Right. And now here's Esther to run the show right now. Crockett has been running the point. He's on the right side right now. There's Kurger. Over to Forbes and passes up the three. That's Esther. Kicks it out to Kurger and a whistle. I believe that we have a foul against number 50. Or number 40, Singleton.
Singleton, a little block out foul.
Away from the ball. Looked like they were setting up the three.
Good basketball right here. Both teams are playing some outstanding ball. Not the greatest offensive night, but both teams are prying and hustling.
Three-pointer from Williams is short, and it goes out of bounds, and the rebound went to Sandomal, and they will maintain possession. And so see Coach Uzzi calling his signals from the sideline for Sandomal. They're trying to get revenge. As you said, they lost earlier by 21. They're up 6 right now at home. Here's Kurger. And it's stolen. Nice strip.
Nice steal.
And you have Kurger with a little reach in as the steal from Keith Thomas. So Keith Thomas with the nice strip. And East Ascension will have possession, and Williams checks out. Walker checks in. 3:08 left to go before halftime. Low-scoring game here so far. As you said, not a lot of offense. A lot of missed shots, a lot of missed threes. Foot on the line, I believe. Shot no good from Irvin. And you see Delmore coming in, and gets into Jacoby Singleton, and they'll call the foul against the Spartans.
And we're sitting with 7 fouls, so now it'll be a 1-and-1. When it gets to 10 fouls in each half on the 10th foul, it's a double bonus, so it'd be a 2-shot. So
we have a whistle and a timeout, I believe, being called by the Santa Maria Gators. And so with 2:57, we'll take a break. Santa Maria with the lead. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
And you see the beautiful stationary camera we got up there to get the free throws on this side of the court. And so a lot of creative camera work here by our director. And Jacoby Singleton will shoot free throws. Bonus situation, first one good. So they extend the lead to 7.
Gators have been maybe 100% from the free throw line so far?
I believe so. He had a couple from Forbes on 3-point plays, and I believe they're 4 for 4 now.
Love when you make those free throws at all levels.
Yes, they can make the big difference in a lot of games.
Especially down on the end of that fourth quarter.
Delmore drives into the lane, the pass, and he is trying to get it to number 2, I believe, DeAndre Stevenson. I'll make that Quentin Larkins, I'm sorry. Larkins, little turnover right there as Delmore a little out of control. And now the long 3 from Esther, no good, and Delmore gets the rebound. And now he pushes it to Walker, and they'll try to run. Now they slow it down. Delmore with the shot to the free throw line. He's deadly from there, but he misses right there. Rebound, Santa Maria, and a long pass down, and the layup is good from Kobe Esther, and it's a 10-point lead.
Excellent job right there, getting the rebound, a quick outlet to the easy layup on the lead man. Here's another
steal. Oh, and then there's a little contact, and we're going to have a blocking foul. I believe that's Delmore that's going to be guilty.
You got the crossover dribble you can see right here. And when you reach in where he did, you couldn't hardly see it from the side camera. But when you reach in right there, Jeff, it's going to be a foul.
Right. And now you got the quarterback and the tight end checking in. As you see Dunn and Mack coming in at the same time for East Ascension. And Esther will shoot free throws, and they're still perfect. It's an 11-point lead. Second free throw.
I'm going to tell you what, Mack and that number 10 on that football field looked a whole lot bigger than this basketball Mack.
Yep. And the long 3. No good. Rebound. And lost it out of bounds. They're going to keep possession, though. Looked like Herger nearly lost it, but it was knocked out by the Spartans. And Swack, you're talking about Dunn and Mack. Santa Maria fans remember that from the first overtime of the game at the end of the season.
Right over the middle. I'm sure if you're in that game, you are coaching in that game, you'll definitely remember it.
And trip from behind.
Well, you got
incidental contact, though, not a deliberate trip.
Yeah. And that's Forbes. You're trying to get back, and, if you want to call it accidentally trip, it doesn't matter. Foul's a foul.
Absolutely. And throws it in, and the right side, open man, but he drives the lane. Shot up, no good, as Larkins misses. And here's Kurger. And the shot, the jumper, beautiful.
I thought you had to see that like on the NBA or something, a little floater right there.
I know, it looked like playing video games. And we have the block, and that time Kurger is going to be guilty, and looks like Mack will go to the line, as they're probably shooting at that point. I'll make that, actually, I thought it was Mack going to the line. It's actually Nadarius Walker. East Ascension's been in a little bit of a drought. It was 14-11 at the beginning of the second quarter, 13-2 run in the second quarter for Santa Maria. And first shot, no good.
Oh, yeah, you got to make those free throws if you're going to stay in this game. 27-13.
See R.J. Gray checking in and Forbes checking out. Second free throw is good.
All right, you got to press.
Here come the full court press. They've been able to force some turnovers, but they break through. Crockett gets it in, and he goes in all by himself, and he lays it in.
Oh, nice job on the move by Crockett right there. Great job with the left hand.
And we have a travel.
And it seems like we've seen 4 or 5 travels, either right here at the goal or right here at the half-court mark.
And Swack, I want to ask you right now as we get to the final minute of this first half, do you think it makes a difference without Coach Turner here tonight for East Ascension?
I would say definitely. And I think he's been out a couple of games right here. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, there's no – I mean, I'm not going to say it's any different than a player being out because – you know, the coach is not playing, but, you know, the kids, you know, he's got an experienced team, and they got to step up and make something happen here.
Long three, no good. Kurger drives the lane, kicks it out, and pass a little bit hot for R.J. Gray with 38.9 left.
R.J. right there had the perfect opening right there for that long three.
And now the long three, and it's good. And that's Troy Dunn.
I love to watch that three-pointer from the corner.
29-17. East Ascension trails. Sandoval with the lead. And we have a whistle.
10.
The second. As you see, 17.8 on the clock.
If that was 10, and I think in college or the NBA it's 8.
Yes.
Well, you got to get that thing across pretty quick. Crockett right there. You know, once he saw it was one-on-one, he needed to let it clear out a little bit and let's go. You know, you're a guard. You can dribble. Make you a few little cuts, reverse dribble, and get the ball across, and let's get something going here with 15 seconds left.
Mack checks out, and that's Michael Burnett checking in. He's on the left perimeter for East Ascension. 7 seconds waiting for the last shot. Here's Burnett, and he's a three-point man. He misses. Air ball. Kurger with 2, 1, and off the glass. No good. So we're at the half, and East Ascension trails 29-17. Impressive second quarter by the Sandoval Gators. Gives them a 12-point lead, and we'll take the halftime break right now and come back and talk about what we've seen and talk about what we're going to see. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
New Sierra, $10,000 off. New Encore, $17,998. It's on right now at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Save on new Sierra, $10,000 off. Or new Encore, now only $17,998 at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. New Sierra, $10,000 off. New Encore, $17,998. RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Piku Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond, Piku proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Piku Builder Supply help you with your new project today.
You care about your car. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass and Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when you and your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Free pickup for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why not choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass and Body.
Hi, we are live with the PPTV network, where one of the top athletes is about to make his important decision. We know his character, and nothing will hold him back.
I'm glad to have my family and friends here for this choice. It's more than my career. It will affect the rest of my life. I choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
The decision is in. Why choose Peak?
The reputation and their record of success is unmatched.
When it matters most, another patient chooses Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Tata Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Tata Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Tata.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Halftime, Santa Maria with the 29-17 lead. Not a lot of offense, but Santa Maria with the impressive second quarter outscored East Ascension 15-6 in the second quarter, and that's where they get their 12-point lead. Leading scorers thanks to the scorekeeping of Lau Boudreau.
Well, I tell you what, he's done a heck of a job.
And he's got Santa Maria with the leading scorer being Trace Forbes. As he has those 2 3-point plays, as he converted on the free throws. He's got 6. Delmore, you saw him make that off-balance jumper. He's got 4, and also Nadarius Walker, number 3 for East Ascension, has 4 points.
You know what happened in that second quarter?
What's that?
Santa Maria finally made a couple of threes.
Yeah.
But more importantly, they started working the ball inside, maybe possibly getting a little fast break time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that we talked about, making all their free throws.
Yes.
And that's been the difference in the game right there.
So far.
Nobody is making a ton of threes. Now, they are shooting a ton of threes, and some of them, if they ever paint another line, it might be a 5-point shot or whatever. So, this is a difference in the game. Now, what's going to happen here in the second half? Is East Ascension going to come out with press? Because that looked halfway decent right there, I thought.
Yeah, they committed some turnovers, but just a little errant on offense. They haven't. They've had a lot of open shots, but just haven't been able to convert on many of them. That's been the problem so far.
Well, and I'm looking for Dunn to be the man.
Right.
He's been playing varsity basketball. This is his 3rd year, and he needs to make something happen. And he is very capable, very, very good athlete, as we saw during football season at the quarterback spot. And now here he is at the basketball. And, they haven't played a ton of games, being 11-10. But it's time for Dunn, I think, to step up and get some things going for the Spartans.
So East Ascension, they trail here tonight. You look at their schedule and look at the District 5-5A games. They're going to be playing another game tomorrow night against McKinley High as they're trying to finish out their regular season schedule and get ready for the postseason. They need to win this game if they want to at least split the next 2 if they want to get that home game in the first round. And so you see they beat Dutchtown, but that was their only district game in about 3 weeks. That Catholic game was way before the quarantines.
And I'm going to tell you, Dutchtown, we saw them much earlier, let's say a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great, I don't think, athletic team, right, but they looked very, very good playing basketball together.
Yes, they do.
They don't have the massive height, but I can't remember. I think it was like number 12, the point guard.
Yeah.
He was tremendous for them.
Right. I I'm trying to think.
We'll get that in just a second.
Yeah, let's look.
I mean, I can remember him just basically leading the Dutchtown team through the course of the entire game and doing a heck of a job. I don't think ever came out of the game.
In Sandoval, let's look at their schedule for 5-5A. They've only played one game. That was a few nights ago at Woodlawn, and Woodlawn beat them by 7. And they still have a couple of games. They're going to go to Dutchtown in a couple of nights, and then they play Catholic to finish out their regular season.
I was talking to Coach Oliver and Coach Thomasy before the game. He says, if you thought Woodlawn's quarterback was real good, I think just a 10th grader, you ought to see him play basketball. He said he was unreal.
Yeah, I believe you. And going back to Dutchtown, I believe you're talking about Aguilard.
Aguilard.
Yes. He was a heck of a player that night, that's for sure.
And I'm sure he's been doing the same thing throughout the year.
And now Kurger's going to throw it in, and he gets it to start this second half. Passes it down to Esther. He's in trouble. Now he drives into the lane, and he's a little slap to the face there, I believe. But they're going to call the travel.
You have the outside official,
yes.
And basically he has that guy, your lead official underneath, is going to be taking everything underneath until that guy drives to him.
And now here's the layup.
Beautiful shot right there on the drive.
From Keith Thomas.
Thomas right there, and shot that thing left-handed on top of that.
Great balance. And the lead cut to 10. And now the drive along the baseline. Now stopped, passes it, and an inside, and a nice turnaround lay-in from Jacoby Singleton.
Singleton, nice shot right there, and Forbes, outstanding job pivoting and just dishing it off to Singleton for the little running layup.
Now Delmore on the right side. Gets it up top to Dunn, and strip and a steal from Kurger. He goes all the way, misses the layup. Offensive rebound and a block from behind. He'll go to the line as Jaquel Mack commits the foul.
I can just tell you this. As an official, it's hard to play defense from behind.
Yeah.
You know, you're basically always going to reward a guy for blocking you out, getting the rebound, and you're trying to block his shot from behind. Any kind of contact, we're going to call a foul there.
Sandoval still hasn't missed a free throw here tonight. Great ground shot there as you see them make the second one. So Singleton, he's got 4 points in his third quarter. It's a 14-point lead. Now here's Thomas for East Ascension.
Now Thomas is quick, very quick.
He got points earlier. Now the pass inside. He's got it down low to Jaquel Mack, who lays it in.
I tell you what, Mack right there looked like he knew exactly where he was. Nice little roll right there at the goal.
Oh, that's an off-balance shot. No good from Singleton. And now here comes East Ascension. They want to run, and they score in a foul. And the layup coming from Keith Thomas.
Boy, Thomas right there with a running layup. I think we got a foul on number 20, Kruger.
At 6:27 in third quarter, and they got a chance to cut it down to single digits. That's the first time we will see that in a while if they can make it right here.
And that's just with 1.5 minutes gone here.
Can't do it, though, as the rebound goes to Singleton. And now here comes Crockett.
East Ascension in a man-to-man defense right here.
Yep.
Don't throw that ball across that court. Too many good athletes out there.
And you see Singleton, nice move, and it goes in the lane, and the shot's no good. And they're going to call the charge. So an offensive foul.
Very good job set up defensively by East Ascension. And you got to be stationary, or maybe not stationary. You got to get your spot, play some defense.
And we have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Going to be called against Darius Walker, a little push.
Trying to get away from the defender.
And now you see the full court pressure. And nice move, and Crockett gets it cleanly. And they will get across easily as East Ascension drops back.
Almost had a little... that's going to be an easy...
Yeah, he's out of control right there. So Forbes will commit the offensive foul. So
I thought maybe defensively, when Forbes was in the air defensively, it looked like he moved under him, but, the official's right under the goal there.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control. And now the drive into the lane, and he kicks it out for the three. No good. And the lay-in on the rebound, that's Delmore. He loves to get those points.
Nobody had him blocked out, and he just slid right in there from center field and made a nice little offensive rebound putback.
Delmore gets tons of points on the offensive rebounds. Pass down low to Crockett, lays it in. And it's a 10-point lead.
And Coach, to me, that's what's missing in the game of basketball. All you got is a nice little pick. Crockett comes off of that, giving the ball. Nice little layup.
Steal from Esther as they try to skip it across. And Esther gets through. And he goes into the lane. He's going to go coast to coast. No good. Offensive rebound up and in.
Boy, you just love it when you fight those boards right there. From one end to the other, nice little drive in there, miss the layup.
And that's Jacoby Singleton with the offensive rebound and the points and the foul.
And if you see what he did right there, what I like, got it, didn't bring the ball down, just went straight back up for the nice little shot.
First missed free throw. So it can't convert the three-point play. It's a 12-point lead for the Gators. Now to right side, Dunn driving, baseline. And the pass is away, and they are able to maintain possession as it was knocked away by Santa Monica.
Good job right there by the officials, seeing the little knock away right there.
And tries a pass, it's blocked, and now Dunn has it off balance and loses it. Shot no good. Rebound, Esther. And now Singleton will get it out in a three. No good. Offensive rebound is no good. Offensive rebound in.
Don't stop. I love the effort right there.
That's Singleton.
Nice little rebound. Kept the ball up above his head the entire time.
Shot in the lane. No good. Underneath the basket. No good. Goes out of bounds. Keith Thomas trying to get the points, but it's going to go out off of a Gator. And so East Ascension will have it.
Well, Dunn's going to throw it in, and I talked about Dunn, the value of him. You just haven't heard his name here
3 points
in the second half just yet.
No good from Walker. Rebound goes to Forbes. And now here's Crockett.
Got man-to-man.
Crockett going left, and a whistle and a charge. That was an easy one as Delmore stood his ground.
Right there you get a double team, and you got to pull up right there and find somebody's got to be open right here.
Yes. Good job by Delmore.
Very good job defensively.
Because you're going to hit the ground, and you're going to have a little pain right there, but he did his job. Oh, nearly took a step. Now Dunn has it, goes into the lane, passes it out, and here comes a three from Thomas. No good. Rebound goes to Forbes, and it's 2-on-1. And here comes the layup and in from Colby Esther.
Well, you got coast to coast with Forbes right there and Esther right there receiving a nice little layup. I call it pregame layups.
And the three, no good. Delmore with the rebound and more points.
Nice job, Delmore, offensive rebound and going straight back up for the easy layup.
And a little floater again. And I tell you what, Singleton's having one heck of a quarter.
I think he's been watching NBA games.
Yes.
You see this all the time in those NBA games, those little floaters right there by the shorter guys most of the time.
So we'll take a break. 16-point lead for the Gators. You're watching the E-Tel game of the week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
And we're back. 16-point lead for the Gators as a good shot from Nolan on the bench as you see some close-up and personal shots of the Sanoma bench.
Coach Uzi, you think he had to go through a lot of strategy there? Guys, you're doing a heck of a job. Don't stop what you're doing. You have been in charge of this game from the first quarter. Don't try to do something that we haven't been doing.
So Sanoma, we were talking about them in the power rankings being number 16. So a loss would put them in a hole and possibly a road playoff game in the first round. A win here against a higher seeded team right now, or higher position team, would do wonders for their power rankings. And we have a whistle, and looks like the Spartans will keep possession and throw it in. Sanoma has 3 games left against Dutchtown Family Christian and Catholic after this. Catholic will be a tough one. Walker, and a long 3, no good from Troy Dunn, and the rebound goes to Forbes. I'll tell you what, there's a lid on that basket when they shoot a 3.
There's a lid on the basket. I'm going to tell you what, the Gators have done a tremendous job, and Crockett just did a tremendous job.
Yeah, nice crossover. And driving the lane, Forbes loses it. And here's a steal.
Fast
here's
break.
Thomas passing it down low to Delmore, and the layup is no good, but he'll go to the line.
Delmore said, man, I should have made that right there.
Oh, that could have been a big difference right there. So you look at that schedule again. Family Christian, you talk about these, they're just looking to schedule teams. I don't even know who Family Christian is. But they're family and they're Christian, so they're going to be playing Sanoma in a couple of nights. Shot no good.
Well, nice crowd here tonight. I know Coach Miss Beth Topley, I call her Coach because when I was over here, she was our tennis coach. And telling everybody, make sure we're sitting our distance. We keep those masks on. And it looks like they're really doing a good job of that.
Right. It looks like they're following instructions, as you see, as you pan across. Everybody wearing a mask, so good job, everybody. Thank you for not causing any problems here tonight. And the pass down low, and it's a miss from Singleton, blocked.
Nice block right there, coast to coast.
As a shot and a foul from Esther, but the block came from Talikis Irvin, number 10. Give him some credit right there.
You block on one end, and you go the length of the floor right there. And as quick as possible right there. Here's where the game's going to be won or lost right here.
Keith Thomas misses. They just can't buy a basket here tonight.
Braden Kruger into the game.
They're getting good looks. They've gotten a lot of open threes. They're just not sinking anything, and they're missing their free throws.
Trace Forbes out.
And the free throw is good. It's a 14-point deficit. Oh, here comes Kruger. I almost called him Kruger like you do. And there's a slam!
Yes, downtown.
And Singleton with the assist from Esther.
And it's just like they've done that in practice every day.
Driving to the lane and no good, and a fight for it. And here comes Sanoma, 3-on-1. And, a strip. Nice strip. That's Troy Dunn with the strip. And taking it from Jaleel Esther, but they'll throw it in. And a sub coming in. That's Jaquel Mack. He will replace Irvin. The 1:12 left to go in the third quarter. Kruger going to throw it in. And there's a easy layup. Thought he was going to try to flush it.
I love screens set and breaking off of them, hitting the open man. Outstanding job with Braden Kruger on the pass right there for the easy layup on that inbounds pass.
And that was Esther. And then you got a nice block on the other end. And East Ascension will throw it in. And they get it to Keith Thomas. And there's a nice open look, and it misses again. It's just tough for them tonight. Jacoby Singleton with the rebound. And now here's Esther down to Singleton, and it's another 2 points for Singleton.
And Singleton, I tell you what,
he has to have
they have done an outstanding job rebounding, getting some points under the goal.
And there's another miss, point-blank miss, but a steal. knocked away by Singleton.
Singleton says,
MVP of the quarter.
where do you want me to play? Look at him. He's getting the crowd all fired up. I love it.
MVP of the quarter, no doubt about it.
And the Gator
points,
fans are all excited
blocks.
watching Singleton.
He's taken this game over, a 20-point lead for Santa Monica. 49
Well, you got
to 29.
27 seconds left in the third quarter.
And so Esther gets it over, and Kurger loses it, but it goes off of a Spartan player.
Got plenty of time, and you want to have the same strategies they did in the second quarter. Make sure we have the last shot.
So Esther looking for somebody to throw it in, and he gets to Esther. So that's Colby and Jaleel, but a steal. And now Delmore and a foul as he hits the floor hard. Oh, he may be a little shaken up there. He's hit the floor a couple of times.
And we got Singleton with the foul. I don't know. I look at this play right here on the steal right here on the throw-in. That's a big play right there. Now you get another foul. You don't want the Singleton to get in foul trouble. And here we are in a situation where the Gators have 8 fouls. This is going to be a 1-and-1 situation.
And they make the free throw. So Delmore gets points. And that's Merrick Richardson checking in for Braden Kruger.
Kruger's got a few fouls himself.
Trying to cut the lead to 18. No good. Rebound goes to Singleton. Pass down low and offensive rebound and steal. And now 2 seconds, 1 second, three-pointer off the glass. Ooh, no good. So it's a 19-point lead. Santa Monica 49-30. And we'll take a break as we head to the fourth. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
So, Swag, what do you think about Jacoby Singleton in the third quarter?
I tell you what,
it
seemed like
right there.
Everything that he did was just a complete ball player right there. And the most important thing, how he hustled. Defensively, offensively, made some plays right there and kind of ignited the Gator fans and his teammates right there with a big dunk.
And so lots of second chance points. He had the little floater. He had the slam. Number 40, Singleton.
Gators still in that zone defense.
Still no good, but a nice position and an offensive rebound.
Boy, good job. Number 20, Big Mac on the rebound. Offensive board.
And they break the pressure pretty easily as Forbes has it. Now over to Crockett. Good job by Santa Monica breaking that pressure.
East Ascension, they came out man-to-man. They continue that. Crockett right there working one-on-one.
Running a little clock as well.
Running a little clock, and look, you could stand there and dribble all day long. Now here, if they get within 6 feet.
And Forbes has it now, and now Crockett goes into the lane, stop and jump. No good. Rebound, and now here comes an easy layup for Keith Thomas.
Keith Thomas right there. Nice little job of getting the ball out.
15-point deficit, 49-34. And a drive into the lane and a pass, and the layup is good.
Well, I think Coach Uzi said, I like the way this ended right there, but I didn't like the play before this, that easy layup right there. Calling the short timeout.
Yeah, so we'll keep it here with our score 51-34. Santa Monica with the lead. And when you look at what's going on here, as the last game that they had, Singleton only had 11 points in that 57-36 game. Troy Dunn was the leading scorer with 21, but
Dunn's
he
got
hasn't
to
been
show
much
up
here tonight.
Dunn's got to show up.
Right.
See Darnell Lee helping coaching, a man of all trades, and some people are not aware of this. before when he became head coach, he was assistant basketball coach and assistant football coach at the time.
So, yeah, he's multifaceted for sure. And Spartans are going to go to the line. Keith Thomas. No, make that Delmore, I believe. Or is it Thomas? Okay, yeah, it is Thomas. Getting a little confused out there for a moment. Keith Thomas is trying to carry this team. He's got the shots, but he's just
the big
not
thing they
making
got going for him on the next Santa Maria foul, they'll be shooting 2 free throws on each foul.
And it's a 16-point deficit. Kurger's checking in again, and he's going to replace Forbes.
East Ascension's got to put a little pressure on Santa Maria, make them
15-point deficit, and they break the pressure fairly easily, gets it down low, and now here's a shot on the perimeter and brings it in, and a foul in the point.
That is huge.
Kobe Esther.
That is huge. First of all, the first thing is the cross-court pass. I don't really like it, but it was successful right there, and nice little drive right there.
So Kobe Esther gets the points. And every time East Ascension makes a little run, Santa Maria has an answer.
So you remember that deal when I said that the Gators haven't done a very good job of shooting from the outside, but they've done a good job with the three-point play tonight.
And they may get the other type of three-point play on the other side as Ladarius Walker scores for East Ascension on the rebound.
Just a sophomore, Walker.
So he will shoot the free throw, try to cut the lead to 15. And he misses. Fight for the rebound goes to Singleton. Now Crockett has it for Santa Maria.
You don't have to be in a hurry right here.
They're trying to trap him, but they cannot. Now Kurger has it. Now Singleton thinking about driving. Now gets it out.
Don't want to get caught in that hole.
Pass low and 2 guys, and it goes out of bounds.
Nice block right there by Mack.
And contact with Delmore, but no charge, no foul called. 6:03 left to go in this game. And Irvin checks out, Irvin checks in, Delmore checks out. And they get the pass to Esther. Now here's Kurger. Singleton had a heck of a third quarter.
Well, Singleton right there is dribbling the ball like he's the point guard and doing a good job
doing a good job of ball handling.
In fact, everybody looks like they're the point guard out there.
Yeah, pass down low. Esther loses it, and he goes out of bounds. There's contact between him and Dunn. A little off balance after the contact, and they're going to say incidental and no foul. And so here comes East Ascension, and driving into the lane and knocked away. There's a good job by Jaleel Esther to strip it and not make contact.
Well, he made that stuck that hand in there, and a lot of times you're going to get a foul call right there, but it was all ball, good call or no call by the official.
And now Irvin has it after the throw in, and here's a long three, and he makes it. And that is Keith Thomas, and they finally took the lid off the rim for him. And now Esther goes into the lane and loses it in a steal. And now here comes East Ascension. Thomas has it, goes into the lane, and a whistle and a foul. And I believe that is going to be called against Crockett.
Well, you see Crockett right there. You know, Santa Maria is like they in this no-man game right here of, you know, do we want to fast break and try to score which has been very successful for us? What do we want to do offensively right there? And as a coach and as a player, it's a hard decision to make. You can't tell a kid, look, if you got a layup, shoot the layup, you know?
Right. But it may be in their best interest to slow it down because right now East Ascension is playing that full-court press, man-to-man. They want to force the up-tempo game.
And they're taking chances, and they've been rewarded.
It's an 11-point game. Once they break the pressure, get it past half court, they need to slow it down right here and not just race into the lane. And this is what they did earlier, and this is what's been successful. So Esther gets it over to Forbes. Now Forbes in the lane, and he will shoot blocked. And Mack with the block and the strip, and it goes out of bounds off of number 40, Singleton. And that's just good court awareness there from Troy Dunn.
Well, nice job by Dunn right there.
Now it could be a single-digit deficit. No good. Rebound, Esther. Now Crockett drives into the lane and lays it in, and a foul.
Great job by Crockett right there on the drive. And look, he did a good job and just not doing something really stupid, just taking off to the goal. Had a little crossover in there, going from the left side to the right side, went up strong and made the layup and gets the foul.
If you got the sure points, you got to take it right there. That's the right thing to do.
So the thing I was talking about was you got to make a decision. When are we going to go hard for that goal, and when are we going to pull it back out here? And I think Crockett made a good decision right there.
Yes.
This has got to be big.
Three-pointer, no good. Oh, and the foul from behind, little cheap
Be one-and-one situation.
And so now Forbes will go to the line. You don't want to put Sanama on the line. They did miss that last free throw from Crockett, but they've been lights out here on the night. And so this is a chance. And one thing that that East Ascension might actually like here is that there's no time being run off the clock here as the points may be scored, and he misses. So low gamble pays off. Can they cut it to 10? Dunn at the free throw line. Out to Mack. Back to Dunn. Shot from the free throw line. Good, and he's got the floater.
We got the floaters tonight.
11-point deficit. And there's Singleton getting across to Forbes. 2-on-1. They get it down to Esther, and he's fouled.
Well, you know, these are all nice things right here, but here we are in this fourth quarter, and I'm going to tell you, it's hard to make free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yep, you get a little tired.
A little fatigue sets in.
And Jaleel Lester with the first free throw, and it's a 12-point lead. East Ascension's been making some runs here, but they haven't been able to cut it inside of 10 points so far here.
Next foul will be a double bonus.
And 1 out of 2. And now here comes Dunn in the lane, and it's up in a foul. So he'll go to the line. So they got a chance to score points with no time running off the clock.
Any basketball coach will tell you cannot let that guy dribble baseline, because that creates a lot of opportunities for him in a lot of situations with some possible fouls. Is that his fifth?
It may be. I'm not sure. Forbes is out, though, and Kurger's in. First free throw is good. It's an 11. 11-point deficit. Troy Dunn misses, and a fight for the rebound. It goes to Crockett, and they're racing again. One-on-one layup, no good, and here comes East Ascension. This is what they want, that little running up and down the court, and it goes out, and they will keep possession. Now a chance to cut it to single digits again. Now Delmore gets it over to Walker, and here's Troy Dunn. Over to Irvin. Now Dunn. Shot from the free throw line. Good, and it's a 9-point
And
deficit.
that looks like a Troy Dunn shot right there. From the elbow.
And a whistle and a foul. Oh, it actually goes out. Excuse me. No foul.
Well, basically, you got intentional kicking of the ball.
And now Kurger loses it, and another turnover. This is what happens when you go up tempo. You kind of rush it, and you start committing turnovers and making errant shots, and next thing you know, East Ascension's right back in this ball game. And they're hustling across the Darius Walker. And now here's Delmore, nearly stolen. Walker down to Delmore. And a little pass and on the ground, and looks like we're going to get a tie ball here. Where's the arrow? Arrow goes to the home team. So the Gators will have it. Little break right there is points on that possession really would make it interesting. We're down inside of 3 minutes now.
This press right here has really helped.
Oh, and there's a steal. Walker to Delmore. No good. Fight for it. And Sandoval comes up. And here's Esther. Now inside Singleton and a block. I believe they're going to call that against number 2, Larkins.
Well, that was a good idea because he's the player of this game for the Gators right here. And getting the ball, he had the right idea. I'm going to the goal. Hopefully make the shot, get fouled. You got a 2-shot foul right now for both teams.
And he's been silent in the fourth quarter as East Ascension's made their comeback. He needs to make some noise here and make his presence known. So he gets a chance at some free throws, and it's no good.
Well, and East Ascension has done – I mean, they're saying, what do we have to lose? Of course, the game.
Mm-hmm.
But they have done everything they could possibly do, and it's all through just big hustle.
And 0 for 2. And now all of a sudden, Sandoval can't make free throws. Troy Dunn, pass inside, but a little hot, and they're able to keep it. Now Dunn has it in the lane, and he shoots, and he scores!
Dunn right there. What did I tell you? Dunn is the man for the Spartans. He's got to take it over. And it's not from behind that three-point line, I don't believe. It's got to be making things happen.
So it's a 7-point deficit, and we'll keep it here. A little bit of excitement here, and this is what we were expecting when you think of these two teams, and two teams in the top 16 in the power rankings. As when you look at the 5-5A records for these two teams, East Ascension with the 11-10 record, and they're 1-1 in district. Sandoval is 19-5 on the season. They have the superior record, but when they went head-to-head, East Ascension came out on top. East Ascension's been out without their coach here tonight.
Yeah, Jeff, you never know who's out. Most of the time the coach is not out.
Mm-hmm.
You have no earthly idea when you're playing if players are out or whatever, at any level, all the way up to the NFL.
Yes, and now the full court pressure again. And they're going to have to hurry. Crockett, he's going slow. They're going to, and it's kind of slipped out of his hands. Oh, and a push. Yes, there was a push right there. I know the coach can't believe it, but there was a definite push right there.
And he's probably wondering, the East Ascension coach, where was that count of that on that official?
I know.
That 10-second count backcourt.
Yes, look at the
Not
shot
a good job by the Gators. Excellent job by the Spartans.
And you captured the push there by number 2. Perfect job. Quinn Larkins, Nolan, man, you're man tonight. You're the MVP. Forget about Singleton. And the first free throw from Crockett's good. 8-point lead.
I don't know if Crockett knows this or not, but he is very, very important these last couple of minutes for the Gators. He is their ball handler.
Yeah, he has to keep his head and run the show.
And just a 10th grader.
Getting in close to 2 minutes. 9-point lead. And the shot coming from Mack, no good. Rebound, no good. Rebound, no good. Rebound, no good. The lid's back on the rim. And we have a whistle. And I believe a timeout will be called by the Gators. So we'll take a break this time with the 9-point game. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
And we're ready for the final 2 minutes of this game.
All right, you got all 5 players from both teams, half court in. Everybody's in the backcourt area.
Now Crockett has it. He'll have to hurry to get it across, and they do. Esther's got it. Esther into the lane and lays it in. Colby Esther with 2.
Smart play by Esther, not just because he made the layup. It was just an easy layup.
Three-pointer from Dunn. No, air ball. And the rebound goes to Esther. So Esther with the points and the rebounds. And looks like another timeout. So we'll take another break and come back in a moment. You're watching the ETEL Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank Piku Builder Supply, Donaldsonville Glass and Body, SKR Construction Corporation, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Eustis Mortgage, Ross Downing GMC for their support of the EA Sports Medicine Program.
So, Swack, I think it's smart here for Sanoma as once they get the rebound to avoid a trap and a possible steal, they call the timeout right away. And if you got the timeout, you might as well call it. Then you can set up the play on the inbounds pass and avoid that.
Yeah, you could do that. But I'm going to tell you, no matter what sport you're in, Jeff, you need to keep one of those timeouts in your pocket. And right here, all right, the ball's out right there. You got to be stationary.
And so they get it to Singleton. And then Singleton over to Richardson, and they get across. And Richardson has it. And pass down low, and another layup.
Good
by
job,
Esther.
Richardson. Dribbling the ball, Jeff. Always looking at everybody on the floor. Wide open for the layup.
And the points on the other side from Delmore. It's an 11-point game, and Esther gets it across. He's been the unsung hero here tonight in the end of this game. As number 12, Kobe Esther, he came off the bench here tonight, and he's got some key fourth quarter points, some rebounds. Now he's going to go to the line with 1:03 left to go in this game.
Well, Kruger's coming back in the game, and I'm not real certain what coach is thinking about. Is he getting a ball handler in there?
I think he's getting a defender, and then they bring him. They rotate them in and out because it looks like Richardson is doing a good job finding the open man.
Well, you know, Kruger's in a situation maybe defensively.
Yes.
Might be a little bit better.
And a steal out of control, and it's taken by Crockett. And we're inside of a minute now, nearly trapped in a steal. No, Crockett saves it, and then he'll go to the line. Time running out here for East Ascension. And so, Latavian Crockett, he's a sophomore.
Very good athlete, I remember at the middle school level. Basically came in, was a part-time starter last year on a pretty good athletic team for the Gators.
And they still got 2 years for him. This guy's going to grow and be a good player for a while.
It's going to be interesting to see just exactly where the Spartans go from here.
Now the long three from Delmore, and it's an air ball. And the rebound goes to Singleton. Oh, and just a little hold from behind to get him to the line and avoid the clock running. So Troy Dunn sends him to the line, and Singleton will shoot.
Well, if you look at the Gators' schedule this year, I would have to think this is their biggest win of the year.
Yes.
And you have a number of things involved there. The big rivalry, of course. Mm-hmm. East Ascension usually, basketball-wise, is very, very good. Sanoma Gators, have their times when they're not bad.
Has a bank three. Maybe too little, too late. It's a 13-point game, 28 seconds. And a steal. And Delmore shoots. And the rebound goes to Crockett. And here comes Esther with the pass and a easy lay-in.
I love the thought right there.
So Sanoma will pull this out. And they need this win, like we said. They're 16. This will keep them in the top 16 as the clock runs out. If they beat Judgetown in their next game, they're looking at a home playoff game in a couple of weeks. But a very impressive win tonight, 70-55.
Well, the crowd's all excited about that. You can see the Gators out on the field. No, well, they're not on the field. They're on the court.
Yeah.
And very good job by Coach Uzzi and his team. He did get Coach Turner back on the court.
And we're going to wrap it up from there. 70-55 is our final score. And thanks a lot for being out here, SWAC. We're going to have some playoffs basketball coming up in the next couple of weeks, but that's going to do it for us tonight. Our final score, 70-55. Santa Monica with the win. You've been watching the ETEL Game of the Week.